Hi, I'm Jessica Ashford, and this is my speech on informing, and this is my mom and my dad, my boyfriend, my 3 guests. So my speech today is to inform you on whether buying a car or leasing a car is better. There are a lot of things that go into deciding which is better for each person. There are some factors that go into play deciding if you should buy or lease. Cars are expensive either way you look at it. I'm going to give you a few examples on the advantages of buying and the disadvantages as well for leasing a car. When buying a car, there are 3 things that are most important. How much can you afford, how are you going to finance, and research where to buy. How much can you afford makes the biggest difference on what you want and what you can afford. Make a spreadsheet of your current bills you have and see how much is available in the budget for the car. Don't want to go over, extend yourself on what is pretty and what is functional. Even if you can go over what you thought you would be paying monthly, could change all the features that are added on when going to sign all the paperwork for a car. Second, once determined how much you can afford, need to figure out how to finance the car. Most people cannot pay cash for the whole amount of the car and need help with a bank, a lender, or credit union. This is where credit scores come into play and determine if your credit score is fair or excellent. Making sure you keep a good credit score is based on past bills and how responsible you have been. Determining the amount of the car and the credit score will determine which car is feasible, where to buy the car, and where have you been looking. Sometimes online shopping isn't always up to date because the salesman wants you to call in. That way they can get you to stop by their location, maybe talking into something else. Always go with the dealership that gives you the most honest gut feeling, and always go for the bigger dealerships over the smaller dealerships. I do. Leasing a car is best for people that like to trade in their cars a lot, but also don't drive too much, or like having something different to drive every 6 months to 2 years. Leasing is the best option if you never intend on keeping the car until it's paid off. The car depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot. Up to 11% of the car value drops as soon as you leave. If leasing, no need to worry about this because you won't be keeping the car for long. Leasing is also like renting the car for a certain amount of time but never owning the vehicle. The second type of lease that you can get is an open-ended lease or a closed lease. This type of lease is recommended for commercial vehicles, not so much for the consumers. This type of lease, at the end of the term, you're responsible for the value of the car